Have you ever wondered why the industry doesn't want you to own your publishing and they want you to hand all collection rights over to them? The truth is, the money in the music publishing game is made through volume, and that's why they need yours. And by the end of this video, you will understand how to build your own catalog so you can collect your own money and play the volume game for yourself. My goal is to help you understand that owning your publishing properly is the right way. It is the key to your growth and millions in this music industry. So this isn't hard for me to do. I've done this several times for myself, and I'm a self-publisher myself, and I publish others. So it's really a walk in the park. So I'm going to show you the top 3 steps to make this work quick and easy. Number 1 is you need to determine who or what will own the publishing. Now, as a music creative, everyone sets out to build a catalog once they start creating, but this poses a problem. Who will own the catalog? Or I should say what? I've got 2 solutions. If you desire to remain small, making no more than $200 a month from your music alone, then you should probably own it personally. If you desire to make more than that and build a huge catalog making thousands to millions a year, an LLC that you own should own it. Now, if you desire to grow into a big writer or producer with a huge catalog that makes millions and you do not have an LLC, at least to represent the catalog, taxes will eat up all of your money and you will be prone to lawsuits personally. However, if you create the LLC, even just to make $500 a month, it will save you a lot in taxes in the long run, and it will remove liabilities from you personally for a number of reasons. And we need this because ongoing revenue creates ongoing risk. So create the LLC, set up the royalty accounts with your LLC, set up a bank account for the LLC to stash the money in. If you think this is too much to do, try paying too much in taxes or being held responsible for an unclear sample or unclear loops on the track that a producer did not tell you about. At the end of the day, the LLC should own the catalog. So now let me tell you how to make that possible. Number 2 is we got to acquire the rights. Check this out. You know how we just assume things in this business and run rampant paperwork free. We all do it. This doesn't allow us to properly own our rights because there is no proof of transfer to acquire the rights or the ownership. The key is to gain proof of your ownership rights via the split sheet and acquire them with contracts if necessary, depending on the situation. Now, if you don't do this, arguments will ensue later as your catalog grows. You will forget about it, relationships will fail, they'll run dry, and you won't be able to prove ownership, nor can the LLC prove ownership for what's coming up in step number 3. But if you gain proof of your ownership now, you will be able to use it to leverage your catalog for millions later. So I want you to complete a split sheet. We gotta do this. Make sure all PRO information is correct and make sure it contains signatures. This is how we're gonna acquire in the simplest fashion. Is this the easiest thing to do? Sometimes, and then sometimes not quite, but is it worth it? 100%. At the end of the day, gaining proof of your ownership is gold in the music publishing business. So far we've covered ownership and acquiring the rights. But the next part is where most artists and their teams lose out, and that's registering. So stay with me here. And side note, if you need a strong business foundation to do this and run your record label or your publishing company with, grab my 60-day record label system, complete with my funding partners to fund some of this process that you're going to have to do, or whatever this acquiring is you're going to have to do. Now, next step is registering the songs. Now, have you ever had a song come out that you worked on and you're not making money on it because you let someone register the song for you, but they never did? The thing is, because you have the split sheet filled out, you can handle registrations on your own to get your money. You can do this. Now, if you do not register your records, you will not earn the revenue that you are seeking from your compositions. But if you do, then you will get what you were creating for in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Register them at the PRO under your LLC. Register them at your mechanical royalty agency under your LLC. Claim ownership at your copyright agency under the LLC. Does this take some work? Yes, it does. Will you get your money and build your catalog? Absolutely. Can you leverage it later for more money? 100%. So this is what you need to do. Determine who or what will own the publishing. This is going to be the LLC. I gave you 2 options. Gain proof of ownership to be transferred into the LLC and then register the freaking song the right way. At this point, your publishing is properly owned. It ain't complicated. The goal is to truly understand how to own your publishing fast and the steps to do. The real question isn't should you do this, it's how much longer can you afford not to do it properly the right way. Now, if you need help with doing this step by step, my 60-day record label system will walk you through the steps, step by step, with videos for every step. You can also join my group strategy calls every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time inside the Music Money Makers community. You can click below to join and I'll help you with some of the steps. You can ask me some questions there. But if you think that this is too much to do, try paying too much in taxes, being held responsible for those uncleared samples and loops. And remember, it's not the easiest thing to do. I get it. It does take a little time, but does this take some work? For sure. Will it get your money and build your catalog? It absolutely will. So don't tread off the path, because this is what it's going to look like if you do and you keep doing it your way. If you choose not to use an LLC or follow this process, you will pay significantly higher taxes and lose money guaranteed. This will hurt your soul when it happens. And ask me how I know. I've been there. You will have to muster up the strength to keep going, but you will live. At the end of the day, if you were struggling with understanding how to own your publishing, you now have more insight and an option to learn step by step. Music Money Makers. If you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, grab the 60-day record label system to go through this process complete with funding. Book a call with me, join the Music Money Makers community, grab the free stuff below, and watch this next video right here to save your career, and I'll see you next time. Peace.